How intelligence and financial investigations prevent boots on the ground. When intelligence works, the public rarely notices. There are fewer deployments, less visible force, and quieter outcomes. That's not restraint by accident, it's decision-making informed by intelligence. And specifically, financial and fraud intelligence in many cases, which prevents escalation before boots ever hit the ground. This isn't a political argument, it's a risk and investigation framework. Most people assume escalation happens because situations are unpredictable. But escalation usually happens when decision makers lack options. When leaders don't have early warning, context, or non-force interventions, they default to what's visible. They deploy people, they increase presence, and they escalate. Not because force is effective, but because it's what remains when intelligence arrives too late. Good intelligence does not control people, it reduces surprise. It explains who is involved, what incentives are at play, and who benefits, and what is likely to happen next. Most importantly, though, good intelligence gives leaders choices before a situation becomes public, emotional, and volatile. That's how escalation is prevented. This is where fraud and financial investigations matter. When people talk about things like paid agitators, they often frame it as an accusation. But in investigations, accusations don't matter. Evidence does. And evidence is usually financial. Whether people are paid, coordinated, or incentivized is proven through money, not through ideology or assumptions, or boots on the ground. Financial investigators don't speculate, they examine payroll, contracts, grants, reimbursements, consulting arrangements, and legal defense funds. They compare state admissions to actual spending, and they look at timing, when money moves, who receives it, and what happens immediately after. This is standard methodology in fraud cases, organized financial crime, and corporate investigations. When financial intelligence is strong, coordination is identified early. Funding can be audited, compliance can be enforced, and activities lose scale quickly and quietly. Crowds thin, messaging fragments, organizers disengage, and the public never sees a crisis because it never fully forms. This is how intelligence prevents escalation without force. When financial intelligence is weak, authorities only see the crowd. They can't distinguish organic protest from coordinated action, so response becomes physical instead of strategic. Force replaces analysis, visibility replaces precision, and escalation replaces prevention. This is why evidence matters. Calling people paid agitators without financial proof is irresponsible. Good intelligence protects lawful dissent while targeting coordination. It prevents mass responses based on assumptions instead of facts, and in that way, intelligence is a civil liberties tool, not a threat. Force is what happens when intelligence arrives too late or not at all. When intelligence and financial investigations are done properly, risk is reduced early. Coordination is disrupted quietly, and public safety is preserved without escalation. That's not weakness, that's competence. And that's what good intelligence does.